part of RSS and so on. At least there is an organization keeping all the women working together at par. If you don't mind me, sir, and if you'll allow me this little bit of indulgence, and with the honourable member not taking any offence, because he's spoken quite a lot, I'll rather respond with just one fact. Let me ask him, how long did it take for former member Brinda Karat to get into the Communist Politburo? To get into the Politburo, how long did it take for Brinda Karat? Nobody else. It was public debate. It was a public debate to say, Communist Party, you don't have one woman in the Politburo. And it's not as if you don't have women at all. Poor Brinda Karat had to fight her way. And now you're talking about RSS and Sevika Samiti? Please. Sir, I heard honourable member Kapil Sibal, sir, talking about Finance Commission cannot allocate resource fairly till the census takes place and so on, and that we are using a old census because I'm talking about, he referred to Finance Commission, I'm also referring to that. But the idea was that the census, old censuses are being used. I just want to tell you, sir, it was Prime Minister Modi who, after forming the government, said 2011 census data was first used for the 15th Finance Commission, whose period is now current, 2020 to 2025. Till before that, that is prior to that, since the 7th Finance Commission till the 14th Finance Commission, which is before us, before 2014, that is 8th Finance Commission for the finance period 1979-2020, have used the census data of 1971. 71 census has been used till 2014, and Honourable Member Kapil Sibal worries that we're using 71. No, sir. From the 15th Finance Commission, which is holds currency, which runs between 2020 to 2025, 2011 census is already being used. So I'm sorry, I want to just correct that perception of Honourable Member. All the earlier Finance Commissions have used 71 census figures, sir. We have updated it. So I'll just quickly go to talking on the readjustment of seats, sir. It's not a problem that we have created. It's not a problem that we suddenly, realize. I would like to trace back as to why readjustment of seats has to go through a particular process, and it's not new problem today. I'm not saying it's a problem, but it is a situation which was created long time ago. I'll just tell you that Article 82 provides for readjustment of seats after each census. So as per this article, sir, seats of Lok Sabha allotted to the states, as well as division of each state into territorial constituencies, will be readjusted after each census. It provides restriction that such readjustments shall not affect the representation in Lok Sabha until the dissolution of existing Lok Sabha. Just the core facts before us. In 1976, and this is where I'll draw the attention of the honourable members, in 1976, the 42nd Amendment of the Constitution inserted two provisos to this article. 42nd Amendment inserted two provisos, which are under Article 82 and 173. First proviso provided as to when readjustment shall take effect, and the second proviso provided that readjustment shall not be necessary until a new census is done and its figures are published after the year 2000. In 1976 till 2000, delimitation was kept frozen, thanks to the 42nd Amendment. So that during that emergency, the infamous thing which happened, 42nd became a basket case where you put everything, a Dobie's list, and passed it all. When the emergency extended period, the Lok Sabha, after completion of 5 years, ran the 6th year and did all this. So the 42nd Amendment froze it till 2000. Thereafter, this freeze till the year 2000 was amended in 2002, the 84th Amendment, and the year 2000 was replaced by the year 2026. So the 2026 is not somewhere coming out of our imagination. The freeze in readjustment of seats has happened in 76 up to 2000, and in 2002 it has happened as an extension till 2026. So, as first census of 2026 will be undertaken into 2031, until that period there will be no readjustment and seats shall remain unchanged, is the position. Now, what we are trying to tell you here, therefore, is after the census now, which can start from early 24 in all probability, it will go, and once the census is completed, its announcements are over about the findings of the census, the report of the census, then the delimitation commission can be set, and it will do its job not just for the Lok Sabha seats but also to the states. Then the reservation comes into implementation. So I won't spend more time on that, sir. There's one more response I want to give. Shri K.C. Venugopal had mentioned that what happened in 1989, I'm not repeating or quoting his words, broadly, what happened in 1989 when Rajiv Gandhi introduced reservation bill for women in local bodies. Entire BJP gang, if I'm wrong with the expression or words, you may correct me, entire BJP gang opposed it. Stalwarts like L.K. Advani, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Ram Jethmalani, etc. opposed it. So I just want to go back to actually what happened then. 1989, it didn't get passed. Opposition was there, a lot of opposition happened. Then, of course, as I said, even at the very beginning, it moved to 1991-92, and in 92 it got passed under P.V. Narasimha Rao ji. But what actually happened then? BJP gang? No, I'm sorry. There are others who, it's very interesting to see. Sir, because the center-state relations at that time, and I'm purposely bringing this element, was such that it was felt that the Panchayati Raj plan clearly aims at depriving the states of power to manage their own local bodies. This was the narrative which went into the opposition's minds. Chief ministers like Sri Karunanidhi, Jyoti Basuji, Devi Lal, and Sri N.T. Rama Rao, all of them made it clear to Sri Rajiv Gandhi that this was an issue which required a national consensus. So it's not the BJP gang, sir. All states were standing up to say, sorry, you're taking away our powers. And I'm quoting here, sir, Sri N.T. Rama Rao, as reported in a newspaper. If you want, I can always read this authenticated copy. Said Sri N.T. Rama Rao, let the Prime Minister, I'm quoting here, let the Prime Minister seek a fresh mandate from the people on this issue and then amend the Constitution. Shri N.T. Rama Rao said this about that Panchayati Raj bill. Again, sir, I will add, sir, Ramakrishna Hegde ji said, quote, and I'm reading it exactly as the quote is before me, Rajiv now wants to run the villages from Delhi. We won't allow encroachment on the rights of the states. That was Ramakrishna Hegde, sir. Then Saroj Mukherjee from CPM, sir. It's not BJP gang. I'm telling you about CPM also. The CPM's Saroj Mukherjee said, and I'm quoting here, sir, any attempt to reduce the power of the state in the area of local self-government would be resisted, unquote. So, sir, when you don't have a record to justify your center-state relations, and I also do remember the GST debates, you promise something to the states, you don't fulfill it, and the states don't have confidence in your word. GST didn't happen during the period. Whereas that's the confidence Prime Minister Modi could give to the states, and therefore GST was implemented by us. Center-state relations. Center-state relations is a topic on which somebody who used Article 356 to remove state governments so many number of times, more than 90 times, should not speak at all. Sir, just one last point. Such one last point. Lot of people, sir, lot of people.
One second.
Sir, you want me to sit down?
Yes, please.
Sir? No, you want me to sit down, sir? Sorry, sir. You want me to sit down, sir?
I request you
Is
to...
this because you want to give them peace? I just want to say something to you, sir, in case you want them to be accommodated for giving explanation or clarification. If it's not preposterous from my side, would you permit me to just say that's exactly what my respected leader of the opposition objected to yesterday when we were timely getting up and saying, no, factually wrong, you're factually wrong, we want to say. I would want to cultivate. Sir, let me finish. I would want to cultivate a habit. And I'm telling you, I would want to cultivate a habit for myself, sir. I'll keep quiet. I'll hear every speaker. And when there is an objectionable comment made, or when there is a factually incorrect statement made, after they finish, I will seek your permission to stand up and rebut it, provided they are here to listen, not if they are walking out. So please, sir, it's a two-way street. Now that you're saying, I'll sit down.
No, please conclude. Honorable Finance Minister, please conclude.
Can I?
Please conclude. I'll come.
Sir, just the last 2 points, sir. Just the last 2 points. So there's been a lot of question on why is it that we won't be able to do the OBC like the way we do the SC reservation or ST reservation? There is no specific mention of electoral reservation in the Constitution for OBCs as it is mentioned for the SCs and STs. That is why this bill, which brings in the amendment to have a 133% reservation, deals with the general category, deals with the SC category, which is provided for by the Constitution, and deals with the ST category, which is provided for by the Constitution. So there is no ambiguity in our mind. So the last point, which is a bit of a disappointment for me, which is a very worrying thing for me. I seek your indulgence and allow me to say this, which is really not what I want. Leave me, but I'm sure many of us wouldn't want that in the upper house. So this morning, I heard insinuations passed against the Prime Minister and Honourable Home Minister. Initially, I didn't think it was meant for them because it was very metaphorically said about, some men came, they carried money bags, they were also with money, media, muscle power, and misogyny. Sir, I would want this to be finished, and anyone who has an objection can please speak after that. So, when it was metaphorically said, two members came to Bengal, men came with money, media, muscle power, misogyny, and mocked the Chief Minister, I was just plainly hearing it. I didn't think I got perturbed. But I'm happy that you've already said, substantiate it. Sir, I'm glad you said substantiate it. And I thank you for it on the assumption that if it is not substantiated, it will be expunged. But why am I worried about any reference to any two men? I shouldn't really be worried, right? Agreed. That's how I thought it was. But when somebody from here objected to that comment, and finally when it was not permitted, and the honourable member was allowed to speak, he used the names, and if I can recall the lines that he said, sir, he looked at you and said with aggression, sir, if whenever I take the name of Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah ji, I get under their skin, is what he said. Now, if the two-man reference was without any name, I will not be bothered. But when somebody protested it from here, the true thought was betrayed. The true thought was betrayed. And the true thought was Prime Minister's Modi name and Amit Shah's name. Whenever I take it, which is what the honourable member said, whenever I take it, I get under their skin. So everything ties up. Everything ties up. I would humbly request you, sir, that that document be provided here, corroborated, substantiated. If the money, muscle man and the media have come, or else apologize and the remark be expunged. Thank you very much.